HarperCollins presents The Spy Who Tried to Stop a War by Marcia Mitchell and Thomas Mitchell, narrated by Harriet Dunlop. It was a decision of conscience in a world where nobody celebrates that. She'll go down in history as a hero of the human spirit. Sean Penn. We are going to be in a very dangerous situation as a country if people feel they can simply spill out secrets or details of security operations, whether false or true actually, and get away with it. Tony Blair. Foreword to this edition. The consequences of the invasion and of the conflict within Iraq which followed are still being felt in Iraq and the wider Middle East, as well as in the UK. It left families bereaved and many individuals wounded, mentally as well as physically. The Chilcot Report, Executive Summary, 2016. Chilcot has shone a light on what happened, but it's clear there are still bits of the puzzle that are missing. Now that we know better, will we do better? Katharine Gunn, Guardian, 8th of July, 2016. Gunn will not go quietly. Her trial will rehash the war's legality. Time magazine, Europe, 2nd of February, 2004. On the 6th of July, 2016, 13 years after Katharine Gunn was arrested for violating the Official Secrets Act, 8 years after this book was first published, and 7 years after the official UK-Iraq inquiry was launched, a comprehensive government report made worldwide headlines. In 12 volumes, totalling 2.6 million words, the inquiry report concluded that the Iraq War was unnecessary, was based on questionable intelligence, and resulted in a chaotic, painful aftermath, all of which were avoidable. Relevant to this story, Sir John Chilcot's investigating committee concluded that the legality of military action taken by then US President George Bush and then UK Prime Minister Tony Blair was questionable and never satisfactorily determined. From January to March 2003, a series of conflicting advisories and decisions revealed shady machinations fueling Bush's passionate pursuit of the grand prize, a sanctioned war and the removal of Saddam Hussein. While two heads of state, two of the most powerful men on the planet, secretly plotted the invasion of Iraq to topple Saddam, a young British woman was among those who suspected that the two were set on war, an unnecessary, possibly illegal war, despite repeated claims to the contrary. Katharine Gunn enthusiastically marched against the invasion, along with thousands of others. But for her, marching was not enough. It's been said that Katharine Gunn remains a moral compass for the United Kingdom, someone who is willing to put her own interests behind those of her country and of the world. Fearful that the United Kingdom would launch an illegal war, the British Secret Service officer risked her freedom and her future in an effort to derail that war and to save lives certain to be lost. She did so by blowing the whistle on a United States spy operation against the UN Security Council, UNSC, an operation designed to ensure that it voted for war. Some called the operation blackmail, others US dirty tricks. By whatever name, it was unlawful. At the time, the UNSC was considering a highly controversial resolution to legitimise war against Iraq. Truth, made public by Katharine's whistle, ended the US National Security Agency's spy operation and hopes for legalising the war. Where the Crown Prosecution Service's most distinguished practitioners wanted to make the criminal case against Katharine about sharing secrets, Katharine wanted it to be about the secrets themselves. She wanted the public to understand what our governments were doing and who would suffer as a result. She was deeply concerned about the multitude of deaths that would result from an unnecessary war. Her defence, that she believed the Iraq War was illegal, would, years later, be supported by excerpts from the Chilcot Report. But 5 years would pass before the inquiry would be initiated. When it was complete,
Sample complete. Ready to continue?